Okay, we'll build a fire pit while you and Shawn go get some firewood.
Don't forget your breadcrumbs. If Gus wasn't going with him, he would end up in Singapore.
See you in a few minutes. How far did they need to go?
I'm not really sure, seeing as there's a tree right there.
They have their cell phones, right?
You know they don't work up here.
It's going to get dark soon.
We should probably go looking for them. We're going this way.
Okay. Wait. What gives you the right to tell me which direction I'm going?
The Constitution?
What? Where?
In Article 2, I'm part of the executive branch because I'm a cop and I enforce the law.
That doesn't make any sense.
It makes sense? How does it not make sense? There's a subject and a predicate. It's a complete sentence.
That's not what I meant. This statement makes sense, but not the context in which you put it. How does that give you the power to tell me which way to go?
I'm in the executive branch. That is the most powerful branch. You are in the legislative branch because you're a lawyer and that deals with the law.
I am not part of the legislative branch. If anything, I'm part of the judicial branch, which is the most powerful because they can declare laws unconstitutional with judicial review. It is my natural right to choose which way I want to go in this forest.
You know what, Locke? Why don't you just go hang out in the salons with Montesquieu and Voltaire and Rousseau?
Locke wasn't French.
Shut up! According to Rousseau, people need the consent of the government to do anything.
It's not consent of the government, it's consent of the governed. So actually, you need my permission to do anything. You didn't take AP US history, did you?
And which Charles was the one from the English Revolution?
Oh, well, you know, Shawn and Gus are probably being devoured by a wolverine in a ditch somewhere with the bubonic plague, and we're sitting here debating philosophy.
Okay, fine. Why don't we just follow their footprints?
Good idea. You have the consent of the governed.
Shawn, Gus, where are you?
This isn't funny. What's that?
Oh my, they're dead! Oh my goodness! Shawn got eaten by Bigfoot! I'm going to die alone!
Oh, it's okay, there's no blood. There's no blood, they must be fine.
Really?
Well, yeah, unless they got swallowed whole.
Oh my god! Why aren't you coming?
It says no trespassing.
Shawn and Gus are back here.
California Penal Code 602L prohibits the entry or occupation of any real property, whether open to the public or not, without the permission of the owner, owner's agent, or anyone else in lawful possession. Under this section, the property must be occupied for some amount of time.
Stop!
Wow, that's quite the loophole. This is so wrong. It's like unreasonable search and seizure. We don't have probable cause.
What about the huge, massive footprint of the giant Bigfoot, who may at this very moment have Gus and Shawn and 2 of his 9 stomachs?
Well, can't we just go get a search warrant?
Yes, we're gonna go all the way down to the 12-person town, find the redneck district attorney, who's probably also the justice of the peace, have him write up a search warrant. And besides, if a police officer suspects that someone may be in immediate danger, they don't need a search warrant to enter the premises. And Shawn possibly being digested in Bigfoot's epiglottis counts as immediate danger.
Epiglottis? You didn't take AP biology, did you?
dead body before, have you? Ellen, do you want to die alone in the forest? This is Detective Diane Perkins from the SBPD. I found a dead body up here by Yosemite. Never mind. Wait, what is that?
I think it's a wallet. His name is Mark Vermont. Hey!
And Darb Rayum.
Who would name their kid Darb Rayum?
Nobody. That's why it's an alias. Look, there's also Forrest Whitaker and Susan B. Anthony.
Wonder how he pulled that one off.
I think this guy's some kind of investigative journalist.
He must have investigated the wrong journal.
What?
That sounded a lot better in my head. Hey, that's the incumbent senator, the one who's running for re-election against our representative. I think his name is Senator Chevrolet, Mitsubishi, Audi...
Ford?
Yeah, that's it. He's the one that nobody likes.
Right, because he filibusters all the time.
Cool. Is that anything like Ghostbusters?
No, a filibuster is when a senator holds the floor for a really long time in order to either kill a bill or pass it, or to force a vote on it.
Oh, well, more people would watch C-SPAN if it was more like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's called narrowcasting. They only show one genre of program. If you want to watch Ghostbusters, you'll have to watch the I'm Stuck in the 80s channel.
Okay, we need to go talk to Senator Jeep or whatever his name is. Okay, I'll be Lenny and you be George.
Of Mice and Men? Really?
Okay, you be Daisy and I'll be Gatsby. Okay, I got it. I'll be Abigail and you be Lizzie Proctor.
The Crucible? You know, we don't need a cover story. Why don't we just go tell him the truth?
Fine.
What do you want?
Hi. We're looking for our boyfriends who went looking for firewood 5 hours ago.
Who are very possibly at this very moment being ripped apart in Bigfoot's patella.
Is she okay?
I'd like to say yes, but we found all these really strange tracks all up in...
Get off my property. Now.
Well, he was a little grumpy.
No, I think he was just bashful.
Maybe a little sleepy.
They could have been more happy.
Well, I just think he was dopey.
No, you're dead, you're gone, you're...
Why does she think I'm dead?
Well, we saw your body lying in the middle of the road, and you kinda came up dead.
I just got back from the 7-Eleven. But don't worry about it too much. Senator Ford is a very skilled magician, so I'm sure it was just one of his illusions.
Well, why is he trying to scare everyone away?
Not really sure, but that's what I'm investigating.
Did you lose your wallet?
Yeah. All I know is that Ford is on a controversial joint committee, which Representative Scott, who is running against him for the senatorial seat, is also on. That deals with declaring his personal land a protected wildlife area.
Is declaring this land a protected wildlife area like reapportionment?
No, reapportionment is after the census reallocates land for representative seats every 10 years. Anyway, why is that such a bad thing to have your land declared protected wildlife area besides losing your land?
I didn't think the government could take land from citizens.
According to the Fifth Amendment, they can, as long as they give just compensation.
Could that be like an invasion of privacy to take his land?
Well, no, mostly because there is no right to privacy.
Didn't the Supreme Court say...
Is that really that important?
You know, I wonder if he knows about the Bigfoot that's on his land. Or is that why they want to declare it a wildlife area?
Okay, what Bigfoot?
The one that ate our boyfriends and is now being oxidized in his kidney?
You mean his liver?
No, she really means his kidney. What is that?
That's oil.
It's dark and we still can't find Shawn and Gus. Oh, this is not good.
Shh, there's someone over there.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
Hey! Stop, police! What are you doing? Making Bigfoot tracks?
She is.
You're Representative Scott. What are you doing?
Well, I just wanted to get this land declared a wildlife zone, so if people saw Bigfoot tracks, then they would want to preserve it.
Well, that takes care of the Bigfoot mystery.
Well, then what happened to our men?
Are they two kind of goofy guys, one who thinks he's a psychic detective and then one who's trying to get him to shut up?
That's them.
Where did they go?
They asked where some good trees for firewood would be, so I pointed them over there.
Well, let's go back to the car and start looking.
Is that?
Shawn and Gus are at Burger Queen.
I can't believe Shawn discovered that Senator Ford was hiding not only oil on his land, but also committed murder in order to keep his land private. It looks like Representative Scott will soon be Senator Scott.
They did them all most
my
Shawn and Bus. Bus?
Shawn and Gus.
They're dead. I don't know what I'm screaming. I don't remember. Declared a wildlife zone.
Dracula and his son. The scene was rocky, all the
This
digging
is so wrong. It's like
Igor
unreasonable
on
search.
chain, backed by his hounds. Coffin bangers were about
You have to open the door again.
with their local group, a crypt kick of fun. They played them
He
all
must have
Mr.
investigated
Man.
the wrong journal.
It was a graveyard.
Sorry. Such a dumb lie.
It caught on. They played the monster. Out from his coffin, Drax's voice
I'm so glad that's recording.
tried just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?"